I hear nothing.
Live on YouTube. Running a little late. Brad did tell me we're running a little late. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Brad, how are you doing?
Oh, I got back pain.
Back pain? That's not good.
Yeah.
I think you know why you. I think I know why you got a back pain, but I'm not going to talk about it. KBRC 13, how are you doing?
All right.
Cool, cool. Hopefully other people are going to join us. I think we are live. Let me go check for sure. Yeah, looks like we're on.
Making a mess on my window.
Psycho 13 Garage is there. So I am running a little late. I'm going to go and prepare some of the stuff that we're talking about, and you guys can chit-chat while I'm doing that. Keith, what are you working on?
I'm putting some wood putty on my window. Make it nice and smooth. Supposedly.
Brian?
Gotta finish all this stuff up.
Okay. I did put a couple things on my Facebook page. Some people might have seen that already. I don't have the chat up. Let me get the chat.
What we're going to talk about today?
A bunch of stuff I saw this week that I saw that came, that is new, that I saw. And some interesting stuff anyways, that I find interesting anyways.
That $3,000 crawler?
Pablo?
Yes.
Yeah. Or kit. It's a kit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a kit. No, it's ready to run, I believe.
Oh.
Where's my Facebook? There's my Facebook. My Zoom. Bunch of people in the chat already. Psycho. I gotta get myself a big monitor.
Sherwood.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Sherwood.
Does he live in Sherwood Forest of Britain?
Probably. Okay, I quickly saw this, and the first time I saw this, I go, is this a joke? Because they're 3D printed. I said, it looks pretty cool. It
looks cool.
Yeah, because it's green.
It's green. It's fluorescent green and all that. And then I realized, wait a minute, this is 1/24th scale. So to me, it makes sense kind of making it 1/24. I would not do this on 10 scale because I don't know how strong it would be. Yeah. But on 1/24th scale, there is a lot of torque, but it should survive pretty good on 1/24th.
Yeah.
It looks like an aftermarket gearbox too.
Yeah. So Rad, I guess that's the guy that does that. So he 3D prints a bunch of stuff. And he's got a Etsy store for that. And we'll go visit it in just a bit.
I don't know if they make green links.
I don't know.
I think I would have a pair.
Yeah, they might have them with the metal ends on them, or the metal rods are green too.
Yeah.
He's even got a little video, but we're not going to play it just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes it look like the engine.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. So he's got measurements for the links and all that. So let's go check out the Etsy store. So Rad Daddy Crawler. So he's got a bunch of stuff in there. So he does 3D printed inserts. Also, which is kind of cool, is that he's got this. I guess it goes into the insert, into the foam.
Oh, looks like he cut that tire out, huh?
Looks like silicone.
Yeah, it is silicone. just to show people actually how it works. That's why he cut the
Yeah.
tire out.
Yeah.
Sidewall, it goes pretty good. And you can see it
Hey,
flex a
Timmy.
little bit.
Your buddy's here. Keith.
Hey. Yeah, last Saturday, man, you popped in just a little bit too late. We usually hang out a lot later, but yeah.
So
Kurt.
he does have a lot of different different cool stuff, but you can find his link on the Etsy store. For his Etsy store on my Facebook page.
Those inserts are expensive.
Well, they look like silicone and all that, so yeah, it's.
You also got
clear
candy in that
for
picture.
them. This one is less expensive, but I guess it's probably a different way that he does it.
I mean, that's Canadian. I wonder what it is is it like $20-something in US?
Probably, yeah.
Dan's?
Region, language, currency, dollar. United States, save. There, $25 for 4 of them, or $10 instead of 4. Medium grip rock crawler tires, $25.
Like the eye.
I guess that's the foam inside. Looks interesting. I don't
Looks
have
like
any.
Andy's.
Well, I don't modify my 124 scale, so
You leave them stock.
yeah, I don't do a lot of upgrades.
Yeah.
Like you
that's
guys
right.
know.
Yeah. Unless it breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless mine breaks, I usually just put tires on them or something. Oh,
So Rad Daddy Crawler. Should be able to paste this into the chat. What's the chat saying, Brad?
We got Faithless. We got Dan. We got Kurt. I don't know why he's not on the panel. I thought Timmy was going to plan on being on the panel. Last time he was here Thursday. Dirk's here. I can't read that. BRC enthusiast. It's hard to read with that blue.
there.
Oh,
RC.
enthusiast, formerly known as
It's Redneck.
It's Tony.
From his owner's redneck. He changes his name like he changes the weather.
Yeah. Because looks like he might be getting out of RC. He did put a post that he's selling all his trucks.
He sold them all, tank.
Yeah, he's selling all his trucks and getting out for now. He might come back in later. We don't know.
Toe shifter.
No, the
Life
other day he
happens.
said he sold them all. He got them all
Oh, he
sold.
did sell them already. Good.
Yeah.
Good on
Even
him.
the Tamiya?
No, couldn't give the Tamiya away, he said.
Are you
He's
just
still-
saying that?
he-
You're
no,
saying
he said
that
he
shit.
still has the Tamiya. He couldn't give it to the guy. That's what he said.
Nobody wants it, my Brad. What is he going to do with it? What is he going to do with the CCO2? Nobody wants to buy it. So what can you do with it, Brad? Do you know?
Send it to somebody.
Yeah.
You look tired,
Begins
Brad.
with a B and ends with an ad.
Yeah. Well, had to get up and do some things this afternoon, and it's cold out. And then I had to move around a lot today to some of my food, some of my, when went to the food bank, there are a lot of things I didn't want, so I gave them to my neighbor, and I brought him back and forth from my car to his place, and then
Well, that's good. At least you think you
Kagan,
So
Dennis is in here.
Another thing I saw.
I sent you some things. I don't know if you're going to show them.
I did not. I told you stop sending me stuff, Brad. Like I didn't even look at your email. I just deleted it.
Oh, what's this?
So this is electrical.
Oh,
That's
you
for
shouldn't
a
be
dump
showing
truck, I
that.
guess.
Sean's gonna say I want one. That's cool. See, I need to get into shit like that so I can make more things open and close. And
It'd be cool.
I mean, right now I can only put skulls on mine and make a move.
Sorry,
I
you
mean,
don't
if
want to see any of the things I sent you. Some of it stuff's very relevant. So
I
It's not relevant, Brad.
the problem, Brad, is you've sent me so many links to either Amazon or things that are, anyways, things I don't like. So I'm sorry. Maybe you like it. I don't know. But
Excuse me.
I'm not going to show them. So sorry.
well, I thought you wanted me to show you links instead of videos.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Brad.
What did Tijuana had on Duck Band tonight?
Hey, Guru. Man, I'm getting tired. I can't see anymore.
Tijuana, Brad.
Brockner? How do you say that name, Brad?
Bachner.
Bachner?
Bachner.
Bachner? Not sure.
Bach.
BC.
Like-
BC. B. Kochner. He's sticking out his tongue. We're fucking up his name. Let's see how many times we can fuck up his name.
Big Hoaxster.
Kochner.
Kochner? B. Kochner.
Akeem's in there.
Ah, that's why.
Hey, Akeem.
His real name is Brian Kochner. So it's B. Kochner.
We have two Brians in here.
Eric's
Looks
in there.
like it.
Why is no one in the panel today besides us two?
Last week it was like that
What do
too,
you
Brad.
mean,
Nobody
too?
wants to
I'm
come
here.
and see us anymore. They find us boring, or they find they don't want to waste time with us, or maybe they don't like somebody in
It's
here,
that
or
damn
maybe
music.
oh, maybe it's a damn music and the sound effect. That's
Yeah,
correct.
don't you know that?
Ever since I started using the sound effect, people has started less and less people because I guess they're getting sick and tired of hearing. Maybe they don't want to hear this in their headphones. Maybe I should start a poll. Is there a poll? Engage with
Headphones.
your audience. Start a poll.
Woo! I just took a pill. It was a strong one.
You stay up late. What's too long for you? The foghorn sucks bad. That's what Tony said.
He only does it when we're off subject of RCs.
That is correct. It's only to bring the people back into subject. So I started a poll there for people to vote on. So Brad, you can go vote if you want. You should be able to vote on your TV.
Yeah, I think this is
Using your
Tamiya
remote.
Tuesday.
We'll see. I can't pin the poll. Hey, I can't even vote on my own poll. What the heck is going on with that?
Hey, Redneck, I'm going to make some wood for my RC, Woody, instead of painting it.
Kochner likes it.
Bazinga!
Don't
I'm
want
so
to
confused.
hear that on my speakers. Swampers.
About an hour from now, Brad. Are you talking about where you're, if you're in Britain and that's where you're from, an hour from Sherwood Forest?
I'm soaking some wood. I'm going to get it right now. KB's going to get it. See what it's like. He's soaking his wood.
He says when you say the Tamiya word, he likes me to go when people say Tamiya, I shoot them. That's not nice. Let people know. I mean, only keep the sound effect, Frank, if you're going to use them solely. Options.
Sound effects for different things. Let's try some.
He might have to soak his wood overnight.
Oh, Trax says, yeah, maybe we can find a word.
Oh, he's
bad word of the day. Like when we start to stream, okay, the bad word of the day is a name brand. And to me, it would be, I know which one we could put.
Sherwood says he's 2 hours from you, Frank.
2 hours from me. Cool.
Yeah, it's going to work.
What's going to work?
I'm making this wood thinner to put it on the side of the car, the couch potato.
Okay.
Instead of painting it, I'm going to make it like a woody panel.
Sochner says it's another T word.
And it's going to work.
No, I think the bad word of the day today, after we finish talking about this, is going to be this. Is going to be vanquish. So, today, the bad word of the day, to me, is going to be vanquish today.
Oh, Tank, we had someone selling
Somebody's not
them
going to like that.
$600 for them axles the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Sochner says there's lots of T names.
Let me tell you, for the price, I don't know.
That's expensive.
Let's go visit the store. Let's go visit the store. So it's machined in the USA. So I guess some people got upset because a lot of their other ones were made in China, and we're saying that Vanquish now is Chinese. Well, they have to if they want to make money. This is what happened when you machine and you do everything in the U.S. You get a truck that is all aluminum, which is kind of cool, but is also worth well over $3,000.
Yeah.
There we go, $3,499, and that does not even include the tires. Chassis color.
Drone.
Or electrics.
What is cool is you can get the chassis in multiple colors, except for what
green.
Color do you think? That is correct. You cannot get
No
it
green. Oh, that's unfortunate for Keith.
I was ready
body
to
color.
buy one.
Let's go see the body color if they have green. Oh, come on.
You don't have green in color for the body either. Wow.
I was
That's
ready to
terrible.
buy one.
So you could say
yeah, right.
you want a red chassis with a red body, and I want, you can't choose a red color. So black axle, and the wheels, I want them red. How's that going to look? Look better if the would be in clear. Selection will add $198 to the price.
So it's more than 600,000, 3,000. There's no electronics either, huh?
It's sold out. No electronics. No motor, no electronics, no nothing. So it's a cool truck, but I find it's very expensive. For me.
Even the Masami thing that they did by hand, 100 of them was $2,500. It's even less than this. That buggy that they brought back, the MX4 forever.
What's that other company that makes very scale trucks there? They're very
RC
expensive.
four-wheel drive?
uh, Capo.
Capo. I would rather spend money and get a capo for that price than this, or even like somebody said, for this price, you can almost get a Raminator.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'd rather get a Raminator.
But it's all about taste. It's all about people, what they want to spend and things like that. So
I got enough rock crawlers.
what is the chat saying, Brad?
Capo. Bushman is here. What's up, fella? 420.
USA Drone Flyer, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in, fellow drone people. So it is kind of cool, but not for me.
No.
If somebody wants me to build it, I'll build it for them, that's for sure. But for me, no, I'm not going to spend my money on this. This is way out of my budget. And would this comp better than another truck because it's fully
No.
aluminum? I don't know. I don't think so. But it looks good. It looks very good. One thing is, I think it's also because it's so expensive, is because they take a big chunk. Look how thick that aluminum is.
Yeah, and they just cut it out in one piece.
And then
right?
they just have this little tiny piece. So no wonder this truck is so expensive to do. Is, man, it takes a lot of aluminum, a lot of material, a lot of waste.
You can always recycle it after when you're done.
Yeah.
It's aluminum.
But is it cool? Hell yeah. Born in California. But kudos on them to actually try it and do this. It's kind of cool.
Alita's Shelf Queen.
Yeah, it's
So
a big
fair.
shelf queen. So there was that. Also, our buddy, Jen's Hobby,
Got it off. Good
has
that.
released what he calls the Lone Ranger chassis.
Nice piece.
Yeah, where is he today?
Don't know. So it's a 1/10 chassis designed for comp, and you can basically put any axles on it. It is designed for a 2-low skid plate and a motor, and it's better if you actually use a stubby on it to actually make it work better. Or you could reverse it and use a bigger motor. But if you try to use too long of a motor, it gets in the way of the axle.
See if I can get this other piece off.
A piece off of what?
I'm stripping this wood, making it thinner pieces.
Oh, but
It
we're
looks
talking
like
about the
they glued
chassis.
3.
We're talking about the chassis.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the wood that's going on my
Okay.
couch potato.
Creality has a special. What else? Oh, there was one more thing. This guy from Fair RC.
Oh, the 28 scale stadium, the short course truck.
Yep.
28 scale.
24th scale.
I thought they were 28
scale.
FMS 124th FSC 24 Chaser. Engineered for speed, precision, and exceptional cornering. You can
So it's not going to flip over?
No, you can conquer any track style.
What do they run? Oh, they got green.
See, Timmy's asking for about the MJX Hypergo.
Cool.
Frank doesn't throw those things on here anymore.
I don't like those things, the Hypergo. See, Brad, some people are asking for that.
Purple? That purple ain't too bad looking.
That's purple.
Yeah.
So how much they go for, Brad? $129 US.
That's a lot.
That's not too bad. 124 scale.
Yeah, but it all depends. Why is it 129? Is it because it's got a brushless motor? Is it's fully ready to run?
Oh yeah, he want toe shifters asking about the 2-wheel drive phaser chassis for drifting.
Just purple
We'll
and
look at
red,
that in a
huh?
bit. Yeah, just purple and red for now.
We got to tell them to make it in green.
It's probably going to come.
I think I sent you something on the Kyosho 2-wheel drive that they're coming out with. I thought you would have shown that.
Okay, thanks for sending that. Speed included battery capacity, 900 milliamp battery in there. Independent from suspension and rear. Is that 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive? I can't.
No, it's 4-wheel drive.
It is 4-wheel drive.
Says it right there.
4-wheel drive short course truck. Let's see if they. Oh, there it is.
Them guys have been coming out with all kinds of different stuff.
Oh, it's IFS in the front and solid axle in the rear. Cool.
They do got 1/10 scales. Maybe they'll make a 1/10 scale of that.
Maybe. But a lot of people are getting into 1/24th now, or first get into a 1/24th and then
you
upgrade
1/10. Yeah.
to 1/10th. Quick release shell, so no more body post. I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to do this. Hopefully Tamiya and the other companies is going to start, Kyosho and so on.
Let me get that other piece of wood real quick.
I like that they don't put the stickers on it right away. They let the people put it on. Some people don't like the decals. See, even them call it stickers. Then people laugh at the way I speak sometimes. It's a birthday holiday gift selection. Comes in red or blue or purple. Does have a brush motor. For that price, 1/24th, I think I'd agree with Brad. I think it's a little high. It's gone quiet all of a sudden. Brad doesn't speak and Keith doesn't speak. I was scared.
You're going to show the Kyosho MK2 or the one that the 2-wheel drive?
Well, that's what I was going to. A Kyosho MK2 2-wheel drive?
Yeah, they're making a drift vehicle, or it's 2-wheel drive, and they're using the phaser chassis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Are you drinking a beer?
It's water. It's SodaStream. No, it's my bottle from SodaStream. My only bottle. But I'm allowed to drink beer, Brad, because I'm old enough.
Yeah, I did not say anything about that. It's just that it would be unusual for you to be drinking beer. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? They are afraid of the horn. What horn? The Chaser 1/24th is a redesign from their monster truck chassis. Cool. I didn't know that.
The coast of North Carolina got snow.
We're getting a little bit of snow.
We're getting cold snow too.
Oh no. Keep the sound effect. My poll is no. 53% no, 47% yes. To keep the sound effect or get rid of it.
They want you to get rid of the sound effects?
Well, so far, yeah. So we're in trouble. All the cops, we're in trouble. We need more people to vote. No, the horn
says the sound effects are pretty loud, Bill.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's meant to be that way to wake up people. Yeah, it's supposed to wake up people.
We're not supposed to go.
So, Keith, how far are you along on your couch potato?
I've been redesigning it and redesigning it.
I know you made one that looked
Like,
old, and then
yeah.
you change your mind again, and then you change your mind again, and now you're going back again. So
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
he
making
likes
it
the
look old. I'm
watermelon
going to
look.
make it look like it's going to be like a Woody.
okay.
You like the
just been
watermelon look.
trying to figure out how to what I should paint it, and the rust didn't look good. So, but this Woody might, because it's kind of, wood and couches and stuff.
RC84 says 2 days of RC snow day. Put a plow in your truck and go plow. That's all.
But I just finished all the wood puttying. I'm gonna sand it down and paint it, and that'll be done.
Wood putty? You should be using other stuff than wood putty. Oh yeah, everything is pretty much all wood on your everything you make.
A lot of it is.
You should start working with styrene or balsa wood. Way lighter.
Yeah. I think this stuff is pretty light.
Okay.
I think this is balsa wood glued together.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do on the sides. I'm gonna draw it out, like put wood stuff on it and paint it and put it on the
Oh,
sides.
U.S. Drone, since he's in New Orleans, he says we received 8 to 10 inches of snow in New Orleans metro. Most since 1898. It took 7.5 off my windshield, and I am 30 miles north of New Orleans.
Wow. So it snowed all the way down there? It's crazy. I know it snowed in Florida also. There was a guy on Facebook that was measuring, goes, hey, we just got 7 inch and it's still snowing. So it's the most I've ever seen here. So
yeah, and they talk about global warming.
my brother's gone down there to actually for his vacation with his Winnebago.
And now he's got snow.
Probably.
And it's cold.
So the poll now is 45% yes and 55 no. So we're getting
Wow. Yeah, 10% difference.
there. Guys, come on.
Help me! Help me!
You got to help me. So, Brad, what are you working on? Are you working on anything?
No, I got to still get more paints for my Blackfoot.
Yeah, I got to start. When I get back here, I got to start working on some things and knock out some of the stuff I got to build. And on top of that, looks like I might have to start 3D printing Sean's crane. So,
Sean's crane.
yeah.
That
you
how
gotta-
you even have? I don't think it would have enough room on the platform to build something like that
On what platform? What do you mean?
for your 3D printers.
It's all in
pieces.
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 Yeah.
It's all in pieces that you screw together and you
Bolt together.
you put
and-
together.
Yeah.
What
I
colors do you
started-
want it?
It's going to be red and white, the same color as what it is on the on Etsy, not Etsy, 3D Cult.
He talked you into it.
Axle
Wow.
released another SCX 24
Look, God,
Bronco.
we don't
Just
see
lame
on
at
live.
this point. No creativity over there. Tosha.
Yes,
Hey, Kagan.
Evening, gents.
We don't usually see this guy on lives.
Only after hours.
he's taking
Yeah.
pity on Brad. He came here just because Brad
Thanks,
says nobody's coming. So, how you doing, Kagan?
Oh, well, thanks. Hope everybody else is doing all right this fine evening, staying warm.
Yeah, the cap on your head.
Yes.
Just keeping you warm. Good.
Shifter is right. There is a Bronco that they released, and it's another body. It's another re-release
Like
of the
Jeep.
same truck with a different body.
Coaxial?
Yes.
Yeah. Still looking for that 2-wheel drive phaser?
No, because we started talking about other thing. Let me go look real quick.
What, the newer Bronco? Or that old Bronco?
Yeah, let's see,
That's
the
our
newer
check.
one. I haven't seen. They're re-releasing it. I think the
Egan,
newer one is up ahead.
you know that wood at the dollar store?
I'm
This stuff
not positive.
right
What
here,
you're.
right here.
Ah,
This stuff.
okay.
What is this? Not balsa wood, is it?
Is it like a plywood?
Yeah, it says wood panel something.
Yeah, it's probably more like a luan. Like a really
Yeah.
like a eight, like some sort of a plywood.
Because they glue 3 pieces together.
So it is a
Okay.
new one.
That is the new one. Okay. Oh, that's
But-
1/10 scale?
No, 24.
No.
Oh, okay,
24.
24. Yeah, okay, yeah.
But they
Are the
do have a
tires might be
version
bigger?
of the. They do have a new version that looks old, which I like. I like this. Even in real life,
Mhm.
I saw this and I
Right.
go, "Oh, this is nice."
Where
Yeah, the steel rims and
they
stuff.
paint the grill white.
No, not even. It's a whole different grill. It looks old. When you see this in 1-to-1 size, this actually looks nice.
When the tires are proportional and everything.
Yeah.
They did do a good job on it. I think 2025. Or 2024.
How much is that worth? Probably the same cost as the other ones.
134.99.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah. It's in green.
There's the
There we
green.
go. Yeah.
There you go, Keith. Green.
You don't have to paint this one. Imagine that.
Wow.
Pretty sharp.
They did that just for you. They listened to you.
Yeah, I like that green.
Right. It's
It's
acceptable.
a hybrid Traxxas axial model.
Cool. I'll go look for the Kyosho. So, Kagan, are you working on wood pellets?
No pallets. No.
It's enough.
Yeah, for the moment. It's always ongoing.
Yeah, I'm taking this wood apart so it's thinner.
Traxxas going to sue them.
You laminating it?
Yeah. It only took about 10 minutes in the water. So I know my shit kicker and the toxic turtle ain't waterproof. Oh, I covered it with paint and just cleared it and all that shit. So
Water
Is the
resistant.
truck still it look like a watermelon?
yes, it does. I didn't mess with that one after.
So, looks like Kyosho released a video or released a bunch of stuff. That's it for the video.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's based after
User?
the '86 Toyota Corolla or the Torino.
Toyota
nice.
And
Sprinter.
two-wheel drive. Look,
It's the
Keith, you
Toro-
couldn't find me a catalog like that at your hobby store?
I didn't look, Brad.
It's a Toyota Sprinter.
I gotta go back there and get my trailer truck anyways.
Right. No one
Popular
wants it.
drifter, I think, at bodies.
Yeah, they don't want to mess with it anymore.
Truino
Sharp.
Phaser D2 Drift. I wonder what they changed on it.
Besides, they made a two-wheel drive. And the way they made the steering.
Some interesting camber or whatever.
I probably got one of them there.
That's what I'm wondering, if they did change some of the steering angle or some of the steering parts.
Is that a kit or ready to run?
Ready to run.
Those tires are interesting too. But maybe those are new.
Yes.
Gonna have to do more. Oh, look at that. New body mounting system. It's
Ah,
you
about
think?
friggin' time.
Ask and you shall receive, Francois.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. This is not a phaser, Brad. This is definitely everything
Either
is new on
D2,
this.
D2 or DZ or something like.
Still says
I'm
Yeah.
trying to see
phaser,
it on my
so they
phone.
still call it a phaser. It's just a
They're still calling it a phaser, but this has nothing to do with phaser.
Look at where that
Absolutely.
battery is. Well,
Yeah, it
that's
looks like a
right where the
rear wheel
red cat
drifter
is.
kind of more.
It's right where the red cat battery is almost.
Red Cat drifter.
Yeah.
Well, it's to put all the weight in the rear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Instead
so you
of
get-
one side, like Traxxas did.
This is interesting.
It's
there
was.
are pins. They're just underside, and you just pull the pin from the underside to the body or something like that.
Okay. Hey, at least that they're hidden to start, right? Not ruining the body.
Yeah, you probably got pins in the back. No, it's actually slide. This slides here into this to lock
Maybe.
it up. It looks like means post and pin do not.
Yeah, Keith wants one now.
Yeah, I don't like the battery.
You don't like the battery location?
Oh, Shifter says he wants a
Oh, you
short
know my
wheelbase
batteries.
Blazer.
You know
This
what I
is
use for
interesting.
batteries.
Because
Yeah, well,
the whole front extends. Well, it's all in the
Yeah,
center here.
well,
The whole chassis
stop that
extends.
Brady
Okay,
cat stuff.
Okay. You talk. You keep talking. Do your stuff. I'll talk about it after you finish, Brad and Keith. Go ahead.
No, we were done when I said my thing. So
go ahead, Tank.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. You speak. I can't put a word in. You guys keep cutting me off. Go ahead. Speak.
hello, Max.
Anyways, looks like the whole chassis splits right in the center here to actually accommodate. You just take these screws off and you can actually extend the chassis. I wish I could zoom in more.
You're saying you could adjust the length of the wheelbase, of course.
Short, normal, and long. So 3 different wheelbase. I guess a little bit more because it looks like there's a lot of little tiny holes.
240 to 274 wheelbase.
Oh, you can even change the wheel, the width of the front also. Yeah, front and rear. So you can actually make it wider.
8 different bodies.
Yeah.
So you're talking about changing the track of the vehicle.
Yeah, because some bodies you get are a little wider than the other ones. Or narrower.
Maybe you want fender flares or something.
And how much they want for it?
Compatible with long and short type batteries. Oh, look at the steering on this.
Very nice.
I wonder if people are going to jump to Kyosho for drifters now.
Normal and quick. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
I think it's about how fast it turns.
It makes sense.
It says two-way adjustable Ackerman.
Adjustable front caster angle, which is kind of cool because you can have 5 degrees, 7 degree, up to 9. Front roll
Nice.
center. I like that they've put a lot of adjustment on it.
Innovation out of the box.
Oh, you can even put the motor way on top.
Is there only 2 positions?
2 positions, yeah.
Some have 3 positions, so that's going to be a thing.
I don't think so. One of the thing is like everybody else does carbon chassis and all this, but they've went this way, I guess, to make it so that you can actually put different wheelbase. To me, it's more adjustable. Gearbox. Oh, Brad, they're not metal.
They're almost stealth-like transmission, almost, but they don't have. It's 4 gear.
It's 4 gear instead of 3.
Yeah. But it looks like a ball diff. That could be. No, it's not a ball diff. I thought it would be. Different spool diff gear.
Uses a spool rigid axle with differential function. Oh, you can get a gear diff or a ball diff.
Or a ball diff, yeah.
So I guess you can get it locked, or gear or ball.
Ball diff is more like the way it works is more, like semi locked.
I've burnt so many ball diff, it's crazy on my small scale. Doing burnouts, the ball just burnt everything, like just melted everything.
I want the other one for that type of usage. Maybe the ball diff's better for the drifting or something.
Maybe, I don't know. More
Less
option
torquey.
parts. So bearings are an option unless it comes with bearing, but you can get better bearings maybe.
Ceramic ones or something.
Maybe.
And they don't tell you how much it is yet, huh?
I didn't see at the top. Okay, it's coming with a gyro, so that it's a gyro built into the receiver.
It's cool.
Not-
Loss can be kept down.
It is cool, but I guess some people would want to use their own remote control. But if they do
Sure.
that, then they have to buy their own.
It seems to be brushed only at this time, but I assume they will make a brushless one.
Probably.
It's a 22 turn motor, brushed.
Yep. That's pretty slow for a drifter.
Keith's was a 21 that he gave me.
Yeah, Traxxas.
Mm-hmm.
You gave that to Brad? What is Brad's going to do with that?
I'm gonna see how it works in my Hornet Evo.
Ah.
And, Big Head gave me a 13 turn, I think,
Okay.
but I put a 12 in there before that.
Here's the order page, Brad. I click on it and I go to the order page. We'll know the price.
Looks like maybe the headlights flip up. Be pretty sick.
It would be nice, but I don't think they do.
They don't say. They're not saying, Frank.
Well, I clicked on it, but it's opening up on another tab because I want to go check
The
other
lights were up
pictures.
there. On
Yeah,
that
they do
picture, the
move
light
up.
were up.
Yeah, they do go up. See, they go down here and up.
Got me. I'm hooked. Gotta get it.
You
It's
want the
shiny, though.
pop-up head? Yeah,
And
Kagan
it's
wants
pretty
the pop-up
sweet, yeah.
headlights, right?
It's sweet. It's
Yeah.
all, a bunch of stuff already done for you.
And fog
Yep.
lights too.
Yep. But the optional micro servo, so it doesn't come with it, but you can actually have it, which
gotcha.
is kind of cool.
Oh, you can get it. Put
Yeah,
it on there.
Kagan would put the servo in for the
Yeah.
headlights.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
They're
Servo's
cheap.
not
John's
expensive.
there.
Okay, how
Yeah,
much
it's
do you
nice.
think it is, Brad?
I'm gonna say 325.
275.
Oh, so it's cheaper than the
No,
four-wheel.
I
Dang.
don't know. Oh, 40
I'm-
yens. 46,
I was gonna say-
46,200 yens.
I'm saying
Which
$420.
you think so?
Mhm. It's on scale, right? All those options. I'd say $420 anyway.
Let's go find out. Google to USD. 296.
Oh, so it's cheaper
Decent.
than the. It's around. It's a little more expensive than the four-wheel drives.
Yep. I knew it was going to be close to the
Traxxas.
four-wheel drive.
Oh, the phaser.
Yeah, how much is the Traxxas?
Steve, how much was your
Three.
drifter?
It was in the
What,
threes.
330 or like
Yeah.
330, I think.
Yeah, it was three something. It was in the threes.
Hey, John.
Howdy, Keegan.
Welcome in, John.
I hope
Yeah.
I hope they do well with that. I
Right
hope
there,
they
Tank.
start beating everybody out on drift vehicles.
And I think, to me, the Kyosho Drifter is a heck of a lot better machine than the Traxxas Fortec.
More capable
Yeah, more options.
options.
The steering's right.
Yeah, the steering is more. The steering is actually right.
Yeah, I had to do a lot to my steering.
Motor positioning is better.
Yeah, but Keith won't get one.
I already
He's
got
already
one
got
drifter.
one.
The ball diff option is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You're getting a
Traxxas is
limited.
all-wheel
The ball
drive.
diff gives you a limited slip differential.
Traxxas is all-wheel drive, yes. I think it. No, it's two-wheel drive. I
It's
think the
two-wheel
Traxxas.
Yeah,
drive.
two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive.
It's like the drifters should be. It's two-wheel drive rear.
Yeah.
Right. Seems like the way to go.
I got the Traxxas because that's when I run the batteries. I run Traxxas
True.
batteries, so
True.
And it's
If
got
you
the
can-
the clipless body.
yep.
60-degree steering angle's not terrible. But
You can
Yes.
make it better quicker. I'm
Right.
mine's almost 80, 85. It's really sharp.
nice. Yeah, that's
Especially
better.
if you change the gyro. The first thing you do is get rid of that Traxxas, that crap right there.
Welcome in, Tony.
Yeah, but Keith got the green one and he painted it over it.
No, I got the white one.
Oh, that's right. You should have got the green one.
He didn't want to.
It
I
wasn't
didn't
there.
want to
wanna paint
ruin. I didn't want to ruin the green,
He didn't want to ruin the green.
even though I didn't ruin my white one. So
No. Added to it.
Darn. Now I guess I got to get a Kyosho Drifter.
Oh, and then you have racing drifting.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think
Open class
do that.
drifting.
for parking lot where it was.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
do make tires, they make tires that go on that. for
If it
Asphalt.
rains, you'll just put on regular
Yeah.
tires.
That's what I'm wondering. If I start drifting on pavement, do I have to get a special drifter for that? Because I don't want to use my other drifter. That's a kind of a comp drifter with a carbon fiber.
Yeah, get a
Chassis and all
different
that?
one.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Maybe in the championships or
You
something.
definitely don't want to drift on the
Yeah, if
pavement
it
and then go
rains-
drift on a regular track.
And if it rains, you just get ones with treaded tires on it, and it should drift still because
Sure.
it's slick outside.
Maybe if I find a parking lot that's poured concrete, because it's not as porous as
the
pavement.
tar. Yeah.
Ice rink. It's not frozen. It's smooth
Ice
concrete.
Ice rink that's not frozen. You need a boat for that, I think.
It's smooth
There's-
concrete that looks shiny.
Like a roller rink, more or less.
Did
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
drive your
understand what
boat,
you mean.
Tank? Did you drive your boat on the ice the other day?
No, actually, it was supposed to snow, but it didn't. It actually rained. So there was no snow. So I didn't bring the boat to the
To
to the hockey tournament.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. What's the chat doing? I haven't read it in a bit.
Jeremy T. RC's here.
Hey, Jeremy, how you doing?
Welcome in, Jeremy.
I'm hoping Timmy's gonna come in here for Keith and stuff.
Garage
After,
floor are
maybe.
good for drifting. Yes. I got to find somebody
Is
with
that-
a big garage that I can
That's
go there on the
shifter.
weekend in the winter, and we can drift, or we can set up a on-road track on there.
Be nice. Indoor crawler.
Or has a
course, something.
barn. Has a concrete floored barn.
Yeah.
Something big.
Even if it's not heated, just sheltered at least.
They put some kind of new stuff on the drift track I go to. Some kind of black tile or something. I don't know what it is.
Is it better?
I haven't
Than what
drove
you
it yet.
I am thinking of doing small speed bump for parking lot wars for the on-road cars. So it's just maybe just an inch and a half, just
So you can-
enough to get you just to do a little poop.
Oh, not to slow them down.
Yeah, it's just to give it more action. Put that right in a curve. So you're jumping in the air and turning at the same time.
Nothing like doing that whip turn.
You do it in a turn.
Yeah, you do it in a turn.
That's what I'm saying. You do a whip turn.
A
You
whip
jump
turn?
into it and whip it around so you're facing the direction you need to go. When you land, you can hit the gas.
Keep people from getting comfortable.
I think I've seen some drifting that has stuff like that. Just to throw you off.
It'd be cool. I'm gonna try some new thing this year, but I got to cut down the numbers of class because for the last race, for the last two or three races, we had way too many classes. Way too many classes. It took so long to get things done.
Oh, that's that good thing, bad thing.
Yeah.
Good thing you're there for more than 20 minutes, but a bad thing that you're there all day long.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point, Frank. You want to have it all day long, and you get some lights out it for the nighttime. You have lights, I thought you said you have.
No, parking lots are usually lit, but that's beside the point. I want to go home. I want to go have supper. I got a life. It's not just RC.
Oh, come on, Tank. There's been some of the races that I've gone to. We've gotten there 9 o'clock in the morning and don't leave until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, no.
My razor blade.
You know?
No. I want to be there 2.5, 3 hours, and then I want to go home. But I know what you mean.
So what are you going to do? Separate the classes?
No, join the classes. Probably next year, because Tamiya was doing good at the beginning, but near the end, there was maybe 2 or 3 cars. Like for the championship, we were only 2, I think, that registered, and that's not enough. But in the open class, there was more. So now I'm thinking of just saying, okay, screw that. No more stock Tamiya. It's open class. Do any modification you want on the Tamiya. Put shocks on it. Keep it brushed, or even keep it brushed. Like put brushless. I don't give a hoot what you do with the Tamiya. But as long as it's a Tamiya, you can race it, and it's open class.
They could get the 14-turn the Kyosho motor and put it in there. That'll
You
work.
can, but the gearing is so different, Brad, that they can't keep up anyways. If you put a 14-turn Kyosho in a Tamiya, the way the gearing is made, you got more torque, therefore less speed. So it's weird how it works, but you're great on corners, but as soon as you get on straightaway, you kind of suck. But
you are able on the TTO ones, you're able to change the spur and everything.
yeah.
Shen, he put one of those 14-turn Kyosho motors in one of his 4-wheel drive buggies, and it livened it up for sure.
Oh yeah, it does. But you got to be careful, because when you go from open class to regular, or regular class to open class, you have way more torque. That's why I'm saying if people want to put a brushes, go right ahead. Speed is only going to be good on straightaways, but you have to have control. If you have too much torque, too much speed, you're going to spin out, or you're going to crash, or whatever. You have to have control. Sometimes too much speed is no good. My brother said that for the longest time. Slow is fast in racing.
Right.
Because when
But
you
it's
go
always-
too
but it's
fast,
always-
yeah, go
It's
ahead.
always nice to have that ragged edge in reserve, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And
That's
why
that's where you make up on that. You know, if you go slow, and if you got the little extra in the tank behind you.
Yeah.
Well, look at Le Mans. Those guys really open up in the straights. So
Damn drill.
And that's why near the end, I was having more straightaways, but during the season, I was making more turns and less straightaways. So it was
Yeah,
kind
short-
of fun in that sense.
You had short straightaways and you had to turn immediately.
Yeah.
That's what you did. They were still straights, but they were like in a grid formation.
See you later, toe shifter.
Where's
I had to read that name twice at the end.
and where's Jimmy? Is he still hasn't decided? Your friend still hasn't decided on what he wants, Keith?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, have you
Is
talked to
he
him?
in the chat? No.
Well, you got to
I
talk
don't
to him.
want to
You
be.
got to convince him.
I don't want to be a stalker.
I think he was looking at the Traxxas Max at the end. He was really interested in that one.
Was he in the chat, Brad?
Yes, he was.
No. Not no more.
I don't know if he's left.
Don't know. I think it was more at the beginning he was there.
Yeah.
There he is, Timmy James. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here doing some research. He's doing research.
Oh, I
Come
guess
in after hours, man.
I guess he didn't buy. He did not buy anything yet. He's still researching.
Yeah.
Good thing to do.
A Addict 2RC.
How do I jump on the panel? Don't jump too hard. You're might squish somebody. Send me an email at thetankrc@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat.
John, have you gotten anything new or anything you're planning on getting?
Send me an email there. Send me an email.
I got my eyes on a couple things.
Like what?
Well, ES parts, mainly parts.
Can never have too many parts, but those are you need a whole separate thing of monies for those. Because they're always with you, they're always needed with you.
Timmy James, send me an email, the Tank RC. I put it in there, and I'll send you a link with the rules.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. There is rules.
Yes, we broke them.
Hey, John, what do you think of that Kyosho's drifter?
I haven't looked at it.
Oh, we were just on it. You were on. We were talking about it.
Well, I was in the middle of. I had the chat going in the background, but I wasn't really looking because I was fighting with my computer to get it to log in. For some reason, my computer decided to delete the password to my email, and the only way I can get into my emails from my phone at the moment.
So your computer's kind of messed up, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was fighting with that. So, but I'll look into that. I'll check out that Kyosho.
It's less than the 4-wheel drives.
Well, it should be less than 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drives are usually more.
Yeah, because you got an extra
You gotta have
shaft.
double. You gotta have double the diff and double the moving parts.
And it's less expensive than the Vanquish. Oh, sorry, I said a bad word. The bad word today is Vanquish. You can't say that word. Just thought I'd say that.
Sending now. He's sending now. Do you have anything yet, Frank?
No, but I'm hitting. I'm hitting on it. Resend. Like I'm really anxious. Like refresh. Like I'm hitting it, Brad, but I'm not seeing anything.
I will vanquish you.
Keith said,
still in search of the any key.
Hey, Brad, I got it.
What?
I got
All
it.
right.
I got the email from him. What do I do?
Just let him in.
Hey, Keegan. I'm going to put this, instead of painting it, I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to glue it on the side like the real Woody panels.
Nice.
You wooded it up. You wetted it up and moved it around.
Oh, this is wood.
Yeah, and you wetted it to be able to curve it, right?
Wetted it.
No, it's not.
Wet.
It is.
Wet.
It
Is that
is
a word?
pretty wetted.
Wetted?
Yeah, it's pretty wetted.
Is that a word, Brad? Is that a New English word, I think?
Could be
Did you wet it to be able to curve it?
moist. Is it moist? That's the
What
question.
the hell?
Maybe you need to buy yourself a little English wheel so you can do that.
English
A tiny
wheel.
little English wheel. Yeah, a little English wheel.
Okay.
10 scale English wheel.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're in here, if you like the video. You can always
And
comment
vote.
also.
I wonder if someone does make a 10 scale English wheel so you could use it for the hobby.
I don't know how many people voted on my poll.
There's Timmy Ewing. Hey, Timmy. Uncle Timmy.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Hey.
Evening.
I thought you would have been an older gentleman.
I feel old, man.
You're just a young
Welcome.
little pup.
Yeah.
Man,
Like,
I'm 44 as of a couple weeks ago. So
You're how old? 34?
44.
44.
44.
Oh,
44
cool.
years old.
So you're around John's age. John may be a year or two older than you now at this point, since I've known John
I'm
for a while.
I'm 47.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And look at
So-
you, all proud of being a Texan, wearing the Texas
Yeah,
hat.
yeah, I can hear that accent, that Texan accent.
And me and
Do I
Coca
got to
look
put my
just alike.
Texas hat on?
No, you probably got a vendetta.
Yeah, but Keith is a transplant from Connecticut, so he's.
That
Can't
makes
trust
sense.
him. Can't trust him.
Yeah, you can't trust me.
He's a Yankee.
Oh, man.
No, you definitely can't trust him.
So your real name is Timothy.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Did you see the drifter that we were just showing off from Kyosho?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to keep up with y'all guys and trying to research as we kind of go along with this because I have no idea about none of this stuff.
There's a lot of different choices. There sure is a lot of choices.
Right.
Just like here, there's a lot of choices behind me. But like, it's all depends what you want to do and have fun with.
So all the videos I've been watching, I like the bashing part of it. I guess that's what they call it. And
Yeah.
I've been looking at a lot of different trucks and cars and all kinds of stuff and just watching hours and hours of videos. And it's I'm afraid I'm gonna break something right off the bat. I'm afraid I'm gonna spend a bunch of money and then go out there and tear something up real quick. And I'm trying to
you
figure
will.
out what works best for me in the beginning and then work my way up to it.
Or something like a two-wheel drive
where-
or something, maybe something mechanically simple.
I did
one
buy my
thing-
first RC though.
You did buy a first RC? Cool. Oh, a little tiny one.
There you
You
go.
got the MJ. It's fast, isn't it?
I stole that from my kid.
Oh,
Cool. That was my next question. How old are your kids?
Man, I have got a 24-year-old who is a high school football coach and a geometry teacher.
Cool.
Wow.
I've got a 22-year-old stepson that is a lineman. He does electrical work, and then I've got a 18-year-old senior in high school, and then a
Adult
14-year-old in junior high.
14.
you only got one under adult age kid.
Yep. So I've got
Oh,
two
he's-
biological and two little gifts that come to me by way of marriages. So
Cool. That sounds
So
cool.
you ever you got a lineman, like here our Kagan, he's an electrician by trade, but the lineman
Yeah, not RC, Brad, not RC.
We
After
asked him
hour.
what about his kids. He was allowed to mention it, but then you started talking about something other than RC, Brad. It's not allowed in here, so you got to keep it RC
After
related.
hour, Brad.
You can
So,
talk about
but-
it after hours.
what are you willing to? Well, you said you're willing to spend $5,000 to $1,000 $500 to $1,000 on a car. The problem is there's so many purpose-built vehicles in the bashing arena. They're one of the largest categories.
Yeah.
Right.
The Max would be cool for you. The Max would be a very good one to actually bash with.
Right.
Just
I was
like
looking
he's
at
got
that
the
one.
chassis there. And what's nice with that, it is very strong. And what's nice with the Traxxas is that even if you break an A-arm, they're like $5 or $6 to change an A-arm. Very cheap. Go ahead.
I sent a similar chassis on a 75-foot jump and landed it on its roof, and all I did was the screw let this knuckle pop out.
Wow.
That's all that happened.
You could even start off with a 2-wheel drive Stampede or something for bashing. It's easier to fix.
If you
I
can
would say
find
then-
one, I don't think they make them anymore.
Two-wheel drive Stampedes?
You got to realize that the bigger car you get, the heavier it is. And yes, it will fly higher, but it's going to land harder.
Right.
Yeah.
A Stampede is a heck of a lot lighter, but you won't get as much air as you will with the Max.
I didn't like the 2-wheel drive Stampede.
No, control wise for driving around. And how about for
That's the
bashing?
name of 4-wheel drive Stampede, though.
Yeah,
Two-
4-wheel
four-wheel
drive Stampede.
A new one, an updated one too now.
But his budget allows him to get the Max, and I think he should get the Max.
Yeah.
See that
would be-
the Max was one of my two favorites that I'd come across with the Max, and then like I said, I was looking at that MJX just for the simple fact that it was like 3S compatible and 4S compatible, and I figured I could start with like the 3S and try to learn how to operate the vehicle, and then work my way up with the 4S battery and be able to get some bigger jumps and more air and more power, obviously. But I thought that might be the way to go with me, but I wanted to get somebody else's personal opinion on it that's played with them before.
Yeah, like I said, I go ahead, Brad.
The MJX is actually pretty durable for what it is, believe it or
You
not.
could run the Max on 3S if you wanted, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, just because I have vehicles that are 4 and 6S doesn't mean I run them at 4 and 6S every single time.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I mean, that was one of my questions.
Like
didn't
I
know if
said,
you could-
usually if it's a 4S vehicle, you can run 3 or 4. If it's a 2S,
Adequate.
sometimes it's 2 and 3,
right,
depending
Okay.
on the ESC and motor.
right.
But that's usually how it works.
Jeremy T saying you could spend $300 on an MT10 3S, which is an associated.
It's about part
Popular
support
backer.
too, man.
Yeah,
And the
Yeah,
it
what's
is
the
MT10
about
is
real
parts.
actually a pretty good
parts?
truck too.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
should
I
have to-
mentioned your local hobby store. If they have Traxxas, go with Traxxas. Go with what your local hobby store like that. You won't wait as long for parts.
Yeah.
And your friends might have the same type of trucks too.
You know,
for sure.
and here you go. I have a Mojave. It's a 4S. Yeah, sure. You know what? There's not that my local hobby shop doesn't have all these Arma parts, but a bearing that I completely blew out, they had an Traxxas, same
Right.
size.
Mhm.
Oh, there
So
you
Luckily,
go.
there's other ways around.
Yeah.
You know, if you know the exact, length of bolt or something or other, it doesn't have to
Mhm.
be the company. It could be whoever.
Right.
Certain
Yeah,
things are universal. Yeah.
ball bearings are pretty much universal. Some companies have flange bearings, and they have certain. There's some that are not more than 90% of all the bearings from any car company is going to be in your car, but there's some that will be different depending on how they made the vehicle.
Right. Custom uses.
But it's getting your first basher. But I recommend if you're going to learn how to run it with the low S first, like 2S or 3S, and then start going a little faster. Because let me tell you, when you go from 2S to 3S, that's a big jump.
Right.
And when you go from 3S to 6S, it's just insane. Yes, it is funner. It is cool. You'll get awesome air. But let me tell you, if you land wrong, you'll break something.
Right.
Super handed, super one.
I watched a guy buy a brand new Max Slash, walk out of the shop, an hour and a half, come back because he hit a fire hydrant and took one whole side of the truck right off.
See, that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to me. I'm
You
going to
know?
go out the first run and totally destroy it.
You know,
You can also put it on
but
training
here's
mode probably if you wanted.
there's a training there's a 50 it's on the Traxxas it's 50/50.
Mm-hmm.
So it cuts your power right down to 50%. Like I said,
And it's
there's
your brag
also
finger.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
and Jimmy T says 6S breaks more parts. Yes, it does when you land if you land wrong, but there's other times that
Or you
Because
hit a
that makes
tree,
sense.
other
or
times that
sidewalk.
other times that 6S might save your butt too.
Yes.
Right.
well, yeah. If you had to get out of you needed more speed to actually make a jump.
What's nice?
Centripetal force.
You
Yeah,
see
once
that tree coming, you just slam it into reverse and stop and brake, and it'll just
Yeah.
freaking nosedive right in. You
a
know,
4S will stop faster, that's for sure. Another thing is a 4S while you're jumping is really cool in the sense that as soon as you either hit the throttle a little bit more or hit the brake, you'll be going like this with it. You'll control it in the air, which is real cool when you start learning how to do that.
Yeah, I've been watching some of those videos, and man, the way they can make those things fly like that is just insane.
Yeah.
like I said,
I could-
sometimes all it is you just hit the jump and just let off the trigger, and it just bink, just tap it just a little bit to lift that front up, and it'll land right down for you.
I've seen some guys. I'm sure y'all seen the videos too, but it's like people jumping out of pools onto houses.
Oh yeah,
and
Yes.
yeah.
all
Yeah.
kinds of
That's
craziness.
that's
It's like,
usually it's
what is
probably
this?
kamikaze, or what's the other one? Urban Legend, was he doing that?
there's a guy who also in California that will bring it to the wall and do a backflip off the wall by getting
Yeah.
the front tires to
I
grip
do
onto
that
the wall
on
and make it
fences
go
all
back.
the time. I do that on fences all the time.
What you really want to do is you want to try yourself out on a field and get used to its power.
Right.
That's what you want to do. You got plenty of open fields in Texas.
Yes, plenty.
So
Or
you go something where it's sandy or short grass so you can see it properly.
or a baseball diamond, right, Brad?
Yeah. Or baseball diamond.
We got
So
plenty of those
just
around
keep
here.
away from the fencing of the baseball diamond.
The basis. Pitcher's mound.
The pitcher's mound is what broke me.
But on my Stampede, like Stampede or the Slash, I run it 2S all the time. It is fun. But as soon as I went 3S with it, that's when I started breaking axles. That's when I started losing control with it and things like that. So just from 2S to 3S, it was a big difference. Going with the Max, though, the Max is a much heavier machine. Therefore, running with 3S on that, to me, it's almost the same thing as running a 2S on a Slash. You'll get close to the same speed. It's just the machine is so different and built differently that it's heavy. Therefore, you need more power to get it going. That's why 3S, and then you go a little higher later.
Right.
I know you have a fairly big inland lake in Texas, but I don't know where it is. I forgot where it is, but I don't know if it's close to Austin. But you go try it on that beach off of that lake, maybe.
Yeah.
He doesn't want a boat.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
People drive on the
kind of
beach,
sand.
the sandy beach,
Right.
and it's fresh water.
And
So
and don't try hydroplaning the first time out, or else you'll just lose your car. It's going to go in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
But
be
I saw it on YouTube. They can do it.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, it might go viral.
usually it's the X-Max that does the hydroplaning.
Me and a buddy might be working on one.
Yeah, there's a guy a while back. I think he did a half mile or more, almost a mile, keeping it hydroplaning over the lake. Even in the video, he showed himself running over a radio controlled boat. Yeah. You just want to get out there and get used to its speed. You need a wide open space while you try things first, is what you really need to do.
right. I've got a nice little spot right here in town that it's about 15 acres that it's kind of set up as a disc golf course right now, but it has got all kinds of terrains. It's got two big ponds, like dry ponds there that that are probably about 100 foot across.
Okay.
You're not,
Pretty good little spot to go play whenever I get my truck in. So
you're not in Liberty Hill.
Lampasas.
You're in Lampasas.
Yeah. One of my lots is over in Liberty Hill. So
Yeah.
we got a good little spot up there too. And that's a lot of open land out there. There's a lot
Yeah, I
of
was
flat
saying,
there on that
and
lot.
that hobby shop is right down the road, man.
Yeah, you need to meet Keith down there so he can go over things with you and he can give you his opinion and the people in the business
Right.
giving his opinion.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk to somebody a little bit more that knows what's going on before I actually made the purchase, but I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna trust me. You once you get this, you get used to it. You're gonna want more. That's what happens in the hobby. You just want more.
My last hobby turned into this. Like, I don't know if you can see that, and that's only half of them. Ridiculous.
What
Wow.
is that? What is that?
There's discs
I
for
know we're not
disc
supposed
golf.
to talk about other things besides RC, but it's
Right.
it's the disc golf stuff. So,
What is it? What is it?
shit.
It looks like
Frisbee golf?
frisbees or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look
like
like
disc golf.
to me.
It's disc golf.
Ah, okay.
Like these
Yeah,
little
like
disc
that.
golf like this.
Chain link holes.
Hey, you know another thing. If you want to get out of that hobby, you could try to sell that stuff to people you know.
Mhm.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
you
that!
can
Isn't
get
that
custom
cute?
ones made. Look at that.
Those are cool.
Isn't that cute?
No,
You got
little
that
mini
with
ones?
RC too.
I got into that about 2 years ago now, and I end up throwing my back out at the beginning of this year, and I really can't do it. And I went from never doing the sport ever
Oh,
to
really?
being sponsored by. I had 4 sponsors, and was playing tournaments all over Texas and winning tournaments, and then end up throwing my back out and
Yeah.
couldn't do it no more.
Hey.
So now I'm kind of interested in another hobby. So
I had a friend
you
that
know
played
you
it a
know what
bunch
you
just
could
in his
do with
backyard,
those.
messed his shoulder up or something. They stopped playing it, him and his cousin. Played it all
right,
the
You know
time.
what you could do with those is you
They're
could
our
use them
age.
to make a track. You can use them
Right.
on certain parts of the track. That's what you can
Or
use them
convert
for
them.
now.
You drill a hole right in the center, and you can use them as wheels on your cars.
wheels, big wheels, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also use it to mark places on a track.
Right.
Cones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got hundreds and hundreds of them. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
So you could repurpose the stuff.
What can I do with frisbees? I'm trying to think.
Nicole is in the
Sweet
chat. How you
accent
doing,
wall.
Nicole? It is
Okay.
Nicole's birthday, sister's birthday. Happy
Sister's
birthday,
birthday.
Happy
Birthday,
sister.
Nicole's
Happy
sister.
birthday.
We are not going to sing happy birthday, but happy birthday. And Nicole's 33 years old. There you go. Are you looking for a new wife there, Timothy?
Oh, I've already been married way too many times.
And I bet you
He's
it
an
broke you
Astros
most of
fan.
the time too, didn't it?
What was that? I'm sorry.
It probably broke you too.
The first 3 times did.
Yeah,
But,
I'm on my second marriage myself.
I thought you were in your first marriage. I don't know. I didn't know you were divorced once, Frank.
Better check your notes, Brad.
Yeah.
I've known
Jeez.
Frank a
That's-
long time. I'm surprised I never heard that.
Well, it's probably because I never mentioned it. I guess. I don't know.
You never asked, Brad.
Yeah, you probably never asked.
Don't ask, don't tell, Brad.
Or you told us, and Brad will remember it next episode.
Yeah, probably.
If you bring up someone else's marriage, if we got a new person in like we did with Timothy here.
Did you
But,
notice which episode we are, Brad?
419.
420.
Oh, I thought it said 419.
Oh, we're 420 tonight?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
420 tonight.
It's one of the reasons I had to come out.
Where the hell's Google? Yeah.
I don't know. But, oh, there you go. Timothy's ready.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll be at home here smoking that stuff.
Well,
a lot of these guys do that.
Right.
Happy 420 to everybody.
Mhm.
I heard Easter's on
What an
420.
accomplishment, Francois.
Tim, this is my
Congratulations.
It is.
It's late. That's late
it
in the year.
is.
There you go.
It is.
That's my choice.
So I've been doing this, Timothy, for many, many years. So when you go 365 days in a year, but every week I do an episode. So I think
Right.
it was like 2016, the first episode when we did this.
Wow.
Dan says he's been married 56 years. Good for you.
Good for you, Dan.
Yeah.
So
I've been doing it for- oh, that's what the hell's
I've been doing it since Google Hangout. We were using Google Hangouts back then, and then Google got away from it, and we started doing it different ways, and we've been using Zoom now for 2 or 3 years now.
God, I think I remember you sending me the Google Hangout thing.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card I'm showing.
Oh,
It's like Psycho Garage because he thought I was setting up a kill room with my black.
Oh, he
Gloves
says
on.
36 years. Okay, good for you.
Oh.
Still the same.
married.
Welcome in, Dan.
I was going to say, how old is Dan? He's been married 56. Holy cow, that's a pretty old guy.
36, you still look pretty old too, even for 36.
Well, you could get married in your 20s.
Well, yeah. He corrected it.
Earlier in other parts of the world.
He said 36 there.
So, hey,
Had
Frank,
a fun-
I should what, Brad?
you should show him the Max in all its different colors and all its glory.
I think he did a lot of
Really
research.
whet his
that? Is that
appetite.
not you know what color you'd want?
Now there's a wide max too, right? Which one would
They
you
don't even
recommend,
have
John?
wide
You think?
max.
That's all it comes now as.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I
Mhm.
don't think they have the
You
Gotcha.
see,
Max
like,
anymore.
the version that I showed you is the skinny version, narrow version 1. Like I said, the version 2 is longer in length and it's got the wide kit on it.
The one I was looking at was the wide one.
Yeah,
You know what color body you're
like I said,
interested in?
it's a version 2 more than likely.
To be honest with you, I'll probably end up painting it myself, like just my own way.
Okay.
I'll have to make it mine, and that's the way I do with all of my little.
I'm gonna give you a word of advice right now. Drywall tape and shoe glue are
Yeah.
gonna become your best friends.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to see if they have because the car's gonna come with a painted body. It's just gonna
Right.
be on it, ready to run. What you're gonna have to do is see if they have any clear Max bodies lying around, so you can do that with it.
Right.
And one thing is look up on YouTube reinforce RC bodies, and you're going to see what he means with the.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to take over what I'm saying, Brad, again?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's the perforated drywall tape, just like Keith's got right now.
Uh-huh.
It's the one with the holes, and you just tape that onto your body, and then you take the shoe glue and push it into the into that tape. Shoe
And
glue
that's on
or
the inside of the
E6000.
body, right?
Yeah, inside, yes,
Okay,
inside the
yeah.
body. Once it's painted.
Right.
So once it's painted, and you always, when you paint your bodies, I don't know if you ever did that before, you're actually painting on the inside of the shell. You don't paint the outside, you paint the inside of the shell. That's how you paint.
I did not know
You
that.
can.
Yep.
You can, yeah, but if you want to get no scratches on the paint, you paint it on the inside.
Right. Okay.
Maybe you could also use duct tape too.
Because
Reinforced duct tape.
Yeah, you can use duct tape, you can use anything, but the best thing is the tape.
The drywall in E6000.
Because see, when you paint it, you have, and then there's a protective film on there. Leave it on there until you finish painting, and then you peel it off.
Right.
But once you paint it on the inside here. You all paint it on the inside, and see, this one is silver because I backed it with silver. And then when you take it off, then the card just looks so much shinier.
Yeah.
This
Like
paint
the
kind
Lexian's
of,
a clear coat almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you also
Lexian
have
makes
to-
a clear coat. For this
also-
one, the paint kind of fucked up on me. See how it looks blotchy?
Oh yeah, right there.
But that's because this is a special paint, and I don't know why it's the first time it does it for me. But this side looks much better.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, you always paint on the inside, and then you back it up like that. When you're bashing with it and it falls and it starts scraping, it's still gonna look good.
Okay.
So that's why you paint there. Your paint will never get scratched until you scrape all the way through the body.
Oh, don't forget, use warm soapy water before you even start painting on it, because it get the release agents off of them.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
look up all that video.
Yeah, that's probably
Little
what
bit at a time.
I did use warm soapy water, but I guess I didn't scrub hard enough. So that's probably what I think happened with mine.
I knew you were going to say something there, Josh.
Just a dust,
fuck
just a dust when
I'm
you
just not
first
good at
start,
it.
and first coat just really light, super light, because it'll run.
Man, I'm trying to look up that color. I was, let's see.
Josh wants to know, Brad, tell me how you do your body reinforcement and why.
I used on my Gorgon. I used and my one of my armors. Two of my armors. I used duct tape.
Right.
Now, what is it you want to show, Timothy?
Duct tape will work.
Whatever works for you.
That was the color I was looking at. If y'all can see that.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
oh, it's yellow, blue, black,
yeah.
red.
Yeah. I think they got one at the hobby shop, Leander Hobby Shop.
That was the rock and roll
Yeah.
pattern or something they called it.
Yeah, something I think that's what they called it. Something
Yeah,
like that.
what's
Yeah, it's
nice with
nice
that
one.
body, you can get it already pre-painted, but it's halfway clear, or it's clear in the sense that they make the final color your choice. So, which is kind of cool. So, my brother did one, and he used lime green, and man, it did ever look good.
Green.
I like a graphics package on it already.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can just put the backing
and
color in.
don't forget the clear. Those Lexan bodies also have on the outside have cellophane that you pull off after you're finished.
On the outside of the body.
Yeah, so it helps stop with overspray.
Right.
Yeah, you leave that on there till the end.
And then you got to choose your decals if you want any.
There's a lot of choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning. It's crazy.
Oh, Pablo says use PS paints. You must use polycarbonate paints, and it's usually called PS paint.
Right.
Yeah.
Can get an XRT.
Maya.
These are fun. But yeah,
They make PDS and TS. And TS is for hard bodies, for ABS plastic bodies.
Oh, there we go.
Is that black,
That says
red, and
paint,
something
too.
else?
There's some bodies here for the Max.
Sold out online.
Yeah, this one comes all pre-painted on this one. That's about it for the Max.
Oh, there's tons of hop-ups parts for them, too, if you eventually want to get into that,
Yeah, I
too.
know.
Right.
Load more. Let's go more. There's the Max. Works
With
on
Keith's
4S.
color. Keith had green shocks, that Max.
Yeah.
And it's green bodied with the blue.
Yeah, I like that.
So on the batteries, my question, I was looking at the batteries whenever I was ordering, like, so that one says 6,700.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Brad,
You're probably
can
gonna
you
get a
tell
lot
him
of
what that
stupid
means?
questions.
The best I could tell you is the 6,700 milliamp battery pack. You can, if you can figure out the mathematics, it tells you how much time you can get out of the pack and how much it holds. And they
Okay.
can
I
go
think
up
of it
from
like
there.
a gas tank size.
Yeah, it's like a gas
Yeah.
tank size for them.
Okay.
So
Whereas the C rating is
67,
like
yeah, 67 milliamp. You got to be careful because if you buy more milliamp, sometimes they're bigger and they
Right.
won't fit in there. But 67 milliamp, just like they mentioned, it is kind of your gas tank or the capacity of runtime that you're going to have on it. So the bigger that number is, the longer you'll be able to run your car.
Okay.
And see, that's another thing with the Traxxas. If you get a Traxxas, they got Traxxas chargers, they got Traxxas batteries, they got all that shit. You just plug it in and press LiPo and it'll charge it to what you need to charge it. Or
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brett.
I wanted to tell him about the safety situation with LiPos. LiPos can be volatile. You must stay there and watch that thing charge.
yeah.
farm safely.
Yeah.
And any batteries are volatile. But yes, LiPo, it's a little bit more. in the sense that if they're damaged or if there's puffed up or
Started
whatever,
full
you just
charge.
got to be a little bit careful.
Get you a lipo bag. We'll get you all kinds of good stuff, man.
All right, what you're gonna ask for is a. Do you want 2 batteries?
I would.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at whenever I was shopping
know,
online.
Okay.
Tank, do they have a kit?
Here's what I would get the truck and see if they have a 8S completer pack.
8S completer pack.
Mm-hmm.
2 4S batteries.
It's 2 4S batteries and a charger that has 2 chargers so you can charge both the batteries at the same time.
Okay.
It's a Blu-ray one or the blue
It's a
Bluetooth one or whatever.
Bluetooth, it's a live link.
Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Because they have,
my suggestion is if you have to go to the bathroom while
What's
it's
that?
charging, unplug it.
like here.
No.
Your pants. Wear a diaper.
And then start up again after you finish. Come back.
That's the 6S. That's 2 3S's, I believe. Tank.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, you can stop them and start them.
That's 2 3S, but they do have these kits as
Don't-
4S.
But
Yeah.
don't they have a kit with the car and the battery and all that stuff?
You know, they
No?
Traxxas does. They do on the 2S. And it's
On the 2S.
it's with the 2S charger and it's that the new one, it's the USB
Single
one.
easy peak.
No, it's not. It's like I
All
said, it's
the
a
new
USB
ESC
thing.
and stuff.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the
it's the
USB,
USB
one.
charger. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to get that charger.
I don't see the
And
4S.
that lets you know that Traxxas has a special proprietary thing on their on their battery packs for the
Terminals.
lead, the terminals. If you're gonna want to use someone else's battery pack in it, you're gonna have to change the terminal on it through a thing that plugs into that terminal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
why
see,
you
this
just,
is
if
a
you get a
s-
Traxxas, use a Traxxas. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
single charger, but I would recommend getting the dual charger like that. You can charge up 2 batteries at the same time. But one thing also, when you're bashing, one thing a lot of people don't do is as soon as they finish bashing, they put it in the charger, they start charging. That's the worst thing you could do with their battery.
You let it
Because
cool down.
your battery's hot. And it's not good for your battery. And that's why sometimes the batteries get puffed up, is they
Right.
don't let it cool off. They charge it up right away.
Like in a cordless drill or something, the charger won't let it start charging until the battery cools down for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, and we don't have that safety on LiPo batteries.
So
What's-
is it true like with like say cell phones, whenever I first get these batteries, like charge them all the way up and then run them all the way dead before I start charging them again? Or does it
No.
matter with these
No.
batteries?
No, it's weird. You know, it's you want to keep the battery when you're done with it. You want to get it to almost low voltage or as close to low voltage.
Storage.
If that's going to be your storage charge, and it's like okay, sometimes you know you might plug in a battery and run the truck for 10 minutes. You know it's down from what being full. You know it's nowhere near that voltage.
Right.
That's one that if you safely, what you're supposed to do, that's is when you're supposed to decharge them and balance and bring them right down. But other than that, you know, most of the time it's like, okay, you pull it out of the car, make sure you always unplug it, put it in your lipo bag. Usually most of the time it's all right. Like I said, it'll slowly back itself down.
Right.
But like I said, it's not necessarily every single time, but you should.
Right.
Another thing, this is going to answer. Here's what I do when you want to, if the batteries no longer really feel safe to charge it anymore. You cut the lead off, you put it in salt water, and you let it drain all out, and then you can throw it away because it has all the power drained out of it, and it shouldn't be volatile anymore.
Common alcohol.
Yeah, a lot of people, what they do with the batteries is you either bring it to a recycling place where they recycle
Yeah, the hobby
batteries.
shop recycles it.
but the best thing to do is try to drain it all the way. So there's a bunch of ways you can do that. The safest way is doing like Brad said, putting it in salty water, but that takes a long time. But in your case, the battery is dead. You put it in there for a week or two, and then you come back, it's dead.
Right.
Another way, if you have an LED strip light that are 12 volt, or even a car light, the older car lights that runs on 12 volt,
Yep.
just put that, take the 2 leads, put it on your battery, let the light on until it dies. That's another way that people just kill the battery.
Also, you want to know what you want on each cell of how much power you get out of them. Like it'll tell you on your thing how much power, how much voltage is in each cell, and what the.
Yeah,
There's going to be sometimes there's some slight differences, maybe 1/100 of a volt, maybe as much as a 1/10 of a volt, but you gotta keep an eye on that too to see what they're doing as far as the batteries are concerned.
I don't think the Easy Peak give you that option. I don't think it shows you
It
how many
automatically
cells.
Well, it does. It does if
remember.
you get the live one, and then you got it. You got it that
Look on the
Bluetooth
app.
link to your phone.
Okay. So there is ways to monitor a battery and things like that. I don't monitor the batteries in the sense that when I charge it, I have a different battery here. I don't use the Traxxas or the other guys. I don't do the smart batteries. So when I charge it, I put it on balance. A lot of people don't do that. They turn on their charger, they put it LiPo, and they go charge. When you charge a battery on charge, you're not charging your battery on balance charge, which is completely different. If you get the Traxxas charger, you don't have to worry about that because it does it automatically. Right. So that makes it easier for you for that. But there's a lot of things you got to worry when you go out of a different brand. Like I got so many other brands and so many other things. I don't run Traxxas battery because I don't want to be set to one type of battery. I want to be able to buy from X, Y, Z any batteries I want. Therefore, I need a different battery charger.
Right.
So you got to learn some stuff.
I don't know if Traxxas uses these leads anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't. They don't.
Okay.
It's all in the same plug.
It's all the same.
There's the kit that I was talking about.
Okay.
And did make a couple good points. Changing ends, voids warranty.
Yep, like I said, that's an 8S, the 8S charger. That's why Frank couldn't find it. He was looking under.
Okay.
But if you find it under the X-Max. It's the X-Max charger and batteries, and there's your 6700s that you were looking for your Max, and there's your dual charger, and that'll link to your phone so you can watch the whole thing.
Most cost-effective way to get it.
Yep.
2 batteries and a charger.
Right.
Yep.
Right. That's not a bad price at all for that.
So the charger's actually Bluetooth?
Yeah. Actually, let me
cool.
And the Bluetooth will also tell you what's going on with the batteries too, doesn't it?
Yes. It gives you the status of the battery and makes sure the cells are right. But you'll know right away if the cells are wrong or if there's something weird with the cells. Like the battery, you won't get the same runtime. It's just going to die right away, or you won't get the pep.
Once it starts smoking, you know.
Yeah,
you better hope you get that battery out of there in time before it ghosts your car.
Says we're going to scare Timmy into NIM batteries like Keith.
Yes, go to NIM. Go to the NIM.
No, don't go to the dark side. You got to evolve.
If you're going to start with a Max, it would be pretty underpowered on NIM batteries.
Yeah, don't do NIMs in a Max.
What's the highest battery milliamp pack that Traxxas makes, John?
I think they're 7600s.
I think there is a 7600.
Other companies, some of them go up to 20,000 milliamps.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying they go 7600.
And it can go down from there for other companies.
Yeah, but they don't fit in the Max. Because
no, I'm just saying if he gets into other cars, he knows that
and there's
that's the market.
There you go. There you go. Right there. That's the panel.
Oh yeah, that's what's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Traxxas has all that stuff, man. It's
right
cool.
there to this charger. It's the same charger that I was just showing.
Yes, sir. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dan's is saying 10,000 milliamps is their biggest.
Also, plastic gets more brittle in the cold.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, which is Dan
But
mentioned
he
something nice
lives-
about the spectrum batteries.
Someone has made plastic parts for the Traxxas to have higher, colder temperature plastics or cold temperature plastics.
RPMs.
That'll allow it to take the temperatures better. It won't break as easily, but there are plastics out there to do that if you ever wanted to modify your vehicle. But you know, you guys get snow every so often, depending if you're close to the panhandle. But you know,
Yeah, we never get it here. It always goes around us.
Yeah.
See, I have a bunch of different batteries here from different size for my smaller cars. But
Right.
see, I have two wires. So I have what's called a balance lead and the charging one. But some people don't realize is that when you charge, at the end, it actually charges on the balance lead. It starts charging on here, but after a while, it trickles. It becomes what's called a trickle charger. And then you have the bigger batteries, just like the one you would run on yours. But again, I run with this. People would say this is the old connector that nobody uses because it doesn't permit enough voltage.
Mhm.
Holy
But-
moly.
It's a Dean's connector, but let me tell you, for 3S, it works. It takes the voltage. Any higher than 4S, don't go with Dean's. And even Traxxas, they don't even recommend a Traxxas for higher voltage. But I guess the Traxxas plug is bigger now, for the
And the higher voltage plug and a lower voltage
Yeah,
plug.
So the Traxxas have different size for their plugs. I think the 8S and 4S are different than the 2S.
there are adapters for anybody's batteries.
There's the typical
Traxxas.
Traxxas plug right there. I think
Yeah.
this one is a 3S one.
Okay.
I don't have a battery here.
But for now, just go everything Traxxas or everything Spectrum, depending if you go Arma or
Or
Traxxas.
Traxxas.
That's the whole thing. It sucks when you first start out, is you get sucked into whatever ecosystem that first car happens to be.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But the good thing is, with this charger to start out, they have the balance ports on the front.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you have your phone hooked to it, you can tell this what the battery is, what the milliamp is, how many S it is, and this will charge any
Using an
other
adapter.
battery. But
Right.
you need the adapter.
Right. Right.
Guess my phone.
Yeah, you gotta learn all the safety basics with the hobby because people say, "Oh, these are just toy cars and stuff." Like, well, yeah, but they're also very fast. So I always say they're real cars, just smaller.
Right. Right.
Because you could
All right,
seriously
sure.
injure someone with these.
Oh, station wagon
Now,
car.
earlier we were talking about I was saying the shoe goo and drywall tape.
Yeah.
This is on one of my
Exterior
race
dash
bodies.
light,
You can see
station wagon car.
just certain spots where I've drywall taped
Reinforced.
the inside of
Right.
it. You know,
Yeah, he didn't reinforce everywhere, but you can.
I don't want to add the extra weight,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna add it where the body is starting to crack.
Right.
Yeah, in the
Some
front
models
there, it
have-
started to crack, and show him where it started to crack, and then he put a
It's cracked right here,
Yeah.
and it's cracked right here. It's
Okay.
cracked
Yeah.
all the way to here.
so he put the tape there to stop the crack, but it kept going after a while. So you do have to keep reinforcing it.
There are companies that do aftermarket
It shows
bodies for
station
Traxxas too.
wagon,
You can do
international
it'll fit Traxxas
vacation.
aftermarket
Indestructible
company.
bodies.
The indestructible bodies and stuff like that. Someone that even makes carbon fiber bodies, but you know.
Yeah, I got one of the old Russian indestructible bodies for my Max. That's why I can send it and land on the roof and don't worry too much about the body.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Tupperware or something, isn't
I
it?
said I know I know the body's going ejecto, ceto, one way or another.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably made
So
out of pure
just
PCBs or something.
hopefully it'll help contain the battery and not eject it
Right.
Yeah.
as well.
And just like Dan is saying the same thing we told you a couple weeks ago, is check your local hobby store, see what they got, especially for parts. And like Keith was saying, he believes they have more Traxxas part than
Yeah, they got
Armour.
lots of Traxxas parts.
Anyways,
And
Traxxas is
walls.
made in Texas.
So like Mark Santa Maria
You can
likes
actually
it, right?
go to their
Snitch
headquarters in
Traxxas.
Texas.
Yeah, if he wants to drive to McKinley.
Yeah, go to their headquarters. That'd be fun. Pick it up there.
Where is
Max and
that?
the starter
You said
package.
McKinney?
McKinney? Okay. Yeah, no.
I don't know how far McKinney is from you. I know I've heard of it.
About 2 hours.
Okay. Super One-Handed says, I have a Amazon Summit link body on my Stampede.
He really loves his Stampede.
Yep.
Yeah, Tracy's got. You can put all.
Nice.
She's got a Camaro on it. I mean, a Mustang on her Stampede.
Come on, I got the original, my original Max body on a SX
Josh.
or on a crawler with paddles that's overgeared. And it's an
Yeah.
absolute
If you
mud
want
filling.
to go to the deep sand, you get some paddle tires for your Max. I mean,
Well, it's about that time. We're going to start saying our goodbyes. It's getting
and we're
close
on
to
after
11:30.
hours.
And
Yeah,
we do
stay
stay on.
Tim.
You don't have to leave. We do stay on. I just stopped the live stream. If anybody wants to get on the after-hour show, which means we're not live, we can talk about anything and about Frisbee, Brad, or kids or whatever. And we're going to start with John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and catch everybody on the next one.
Cool. Thank you. Green Frog.
Appreciate everybody for stopping by, and do come by after hours. We're not talking about kids in any weird ways.
That's true. Brad.
I'm sorry that we're not having big panels. I wish some of you would like to join us on the panels. I'm glad that there's still a decent amount in the chat. You know how to get on with Frank on the panel with all of us, and don't forget we can have a lot on the panel. So
Come on.
come on.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
that
Brad
a
is getting
challenge?
bored.
Or
Done.
threatening me?
KBRC 13.
Thanks, Tank, for inviting me. Keep your RC muddy, your hamster smiling, and we see you guys next week.
Yeah, I had the pole resort. I don't like the pole resort. I'm not going to follow it there. I ended the
Wait, you just
poll.
it's so close.
Keep the
Do it-
sound
do it
effect.
again.
No, 52%, and yes, 47. So
Clearly a majority. It's got to be like 25%, right?
Oh, Doug Man's got a
I always
dance.
told Frank that the music makes it seem more professional. Where he starts it with music and ends it with music. That sounds like you would have like a TV show.
Yeah, but
and
sometimes that the air horn and other things do come
Yeah,
out over
they don't mind
quite
the music.
loud, depending on people if they're wearing headphones.
Yeah.
True.
Well, Redneck says he doesn't mind the music.
so
Doug Man's got to say something, Tank.
Timothy. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, KB.
Yeah, KB was an asshole cutting you off like that, talking over you. So he, yeah.
Okay. Well, things happen. Timothy, why don't you say your goodbyes? It's your first time. We'll keep you for the last.
Man, I appreciate y'all guys letting me come on. Thanks to everybody that's in the chat. I really appreciate all y'all's expertise advice tonight. I look forward to being back on the panel again and hanging out with you guys next week. And if that's cool with y'all, I'll be here.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You
Thank
sound
you
like
very
a
much.
pro.
Yeah, you did that like a pro. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in here into the live video, and thanks for coming in the chat week after week and spending some time with us. Until next time, go charge up some batteries, go on there and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Brad?
My fun stops when it breaks.
No, it's fun.
Oh, come
Push it to
on.
the limit and have fun and break
Oh,
stuff.
come on. There's always fun.
It's always fun.
Yeah, where you can use your ball bearings as rings.
You know?
Let me find
Yeah,
the ending
even
music.
Tony said
Always,
again.
Tim.
He says the music's fine, everything else is bad.
See you guys later.
Different song, Frank.
Yeah, I think it is, eh? Yeah,
You see,
I think the other one was this one.
Frank,
No.
Tony hates the noises, but he says